With the Salesmate industry-leading calling and texting feature, monitor and measure the sales call performance and deliver consistent experiences. Drive customer interactions at every stage of the call and optimize them. Remember exactly what a client said with the built-in call recording feature. With the built-in telephony, you can efficiently handle calls, voicemails, MMS, and messages for your business. Purchase unlimited local, mobile, and toll-free numbers in 90+ countries for your sales reps across offices and teams. With Salesmate, you can now directly make calls from web browsers, mobile, or the smart devices like iPads. Calling and texting is an add-on feature which can be used in either of the subscribe plans. Request for activating the services by navigating to the profile icon followed by setup, to apps and add-ons, and to the voice. Salesmate natively integrates with 3 calling partners. Here you will be presented with the options RingCentral, Salesmate Voice and Text, and Dialpad. Select Salesmate Voice and Text to activate default calling and texting feature. Provide the following information, which includes your full name, current phone number, line of business, LinkedIn profile URL, and your website, the country you would like to make calls and text to, and lastly is the use case where you can mention the purpose of activating the calling and texting, and click on Submit. Please note that once you submit the request, the activation would be processed within 24 working hours. Once the activation is done, you can go to Get Started. Here, you will be redirected to the list of numbers available to purchase. Select the country for which you want to purchase the numbers. You can filter the number choice by means of number or location. Select the type of preferred number type such as local, toll-free or mobile. Now click on Search to be presented with the numbers of your preference. Select the number of your choice while confirming the capabilities of number and click on Buy Now. You will be redirected to the Add Credits page. Click on Buy Credits and enter your card details. You may note that minimum credit should be $10. On successful payment, the number will get purchased, which will have a monthly recurring cost. Few numbers specific to some countries like Australia are subject to regulatory approval and additional documents and hence cannot be purchased directly. Contact support via email or live chat to get regulatory bundle approved and get the numbers purchased on your behalf. One last leg before we start making the call is configuring the purchase number. Mention the alias for identification purpose of allocating the number to the user. Assign one or more users who will be handling the calls for the given number. Choose the ringing order to be sequential ringing, where all the selected users will get an incoming call in a sequence. The sequence depends on which user has taken the last call. If a user is unavailable, the call will be forwarded to the next user. Or simultaneous ringing, where all the selected users who are online will get an incoming call simultaneously. Select ringing time, the number of seconds the call will wait for the user to pick it up. With the voice format configuration, you can keep your welcome message be as a text, where the caller will receive audio of the text message you type here. In case you choose to select audio, you can record the custom audio message of your own voice. Similarly, when the user is busy or unavailable, you can select the caller to receive the message as an audio with the message typed here or can record a custom voice message of your choice. For call hold music, you can choose the default music or select the custom music by selecting the file, or can just drag and drop one. This music will play while the call is put on hold manually or due to the warm transfer request. If you toggle on to voicemail, the caller will be able to drop the voicemail if the user was unable to take the call. Keep the recording on if you wish to record all inbound and outbound calls for this number by default. If disabled, you can still record the call by manually selecting the record option while initiating the call. Using Salesmate, you can set a caller ID of your Salesmate number with your existing one. This helps give your conversation a personal touch with your customers. Please note that your number should be verified in Salesmate to use the call masking. That's it, you are good to go now. Let's check some additional admin level settings before making the calls. With the Credits tab, you can view available credits, use credits, and also add more credits. Here you can also enable the auto recharge option to auto add credits when your credits reach on or below selected amount and set the maximum amount you would like to recharge. Further moving to logs, here you can view the call logs of the selected numbers for the selected duration. You can get this report exported to get the data for the selected time period. If you own any existing phone number and you want to use that number for outbound calls so your customers can recognize you, then you can achieve it by verifying your number and further using it under the call masking. While a verified phone number can be used as a caller ID for outbound Salesmate calls, you will not be able to receive inbound calls to Salesmate over this number. Blocked numbers show the number you might have blocked. If you wish to add any number to the block list, click on the Add Number and enter the number you wish to block. Moving ahead to Text Pilot, that intelligently distributes your entire text message queue across a pool of source numbers so you can send text or MMS with the most relevant numbers without deteriorating your deliverability. To create a text pilot, click on Add Text Pilot, enter the suitable name. Toggle on Sticky Sender to maintain the single thread of conversation with your contacts. You can keep Local Connect on to prioritize the numbers according to the regions. Then click on Save. Once the text pilot is created, you will get the Add Number option where you can add the existing number or can just quickly buy a new one from a particular state or an area code. That's it. We are done with the voice configuration and other admin level operations. Moving back to the general page, here you will be presented with the list of all numbers with the alias, capabilities of number for ability to call and text, and the number assigned to the particular user. You can edit the particular number or can release it in case you don't need the number any longer from the Actions drop-down next to the phone number. In case you don't need the built-in calling and texting feature any longer, you can click on the Remove icon to disable the service. Please note that once you click on Remove icon, it will release all the numbers and will exit the entire feature. Now let's move to Make a Call button. As you click on the call icon, you'll be presented with the dial pad to make calls. Select the country to which calls has to be initiated. If you have disabled default recording, you can enable the recording for this particular call. Also, you can view the pending calls, the calls made recently, the missed calls, voicemails, and the settings. With settings, toggle on to Available to mark yourself available to take incoming phone calls. Disabling the option forwards your calls to the voicemail. Here you can choose to answer on browser, forward calls to your mobile or cellular phone, or answer calls on the Salesmate mobile application. Under device settings, you can select your default calling microphone and headset or speaker. Once a call is initiated, you will be presented with the call pop-up. Calling Popup offers a dial pad to type in the extension of the contact if required. Then comes the notes. You can add notes while the call is in progress to not miss any important detail of your conversations. You can transfer an ongoing call to your teammates or to the number in your Salesmate account. There are two ways to transfer your calls. With warm transfer, you can speak to your teammates before transferring the call. Call transfer helps you transfer the call right away. Mute or unmute the microphone as per your requirement. If your default recording is disabled, you can still record the calls. Just by clicking on the recording icon, you can start or stop the recording with the ongoing calls. If the contact does not answer the call, you can either choose to send the pre-recorded voicemail from the stored pre-recorded messages or just select one to be auto-dropped when the call ends to a voicemail. If the contact is not added to your Salesmate account, you can add it right away from here by clicking on Add a Contact. Once the call is ended, you get an option to add the notes. Select the call outcome, add the logs manually as a new activity or add as an existing activity, or just delete the log and recording. This is all about Salesmate built-in calling and texting feature.
Subscribe to the Salesmate YouTube channel and press the bell icon to stay updated on our new features, releases, and insightful videos.